Huh. Let's see. Will this work? Still don't think I'm live on YouTube. I think I'm just gonna have to accept that YouTube just isn't going to work for streaming today. That freaking oh, never mind. Okay, now we're live on YouTube now. Holy cow. All of that freaking work, bro. All of that freaking work. Now we're finally live. That's so stupid. I'm like almost an hour past what I said I was gonna be. All because of all of that stupid. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. All right, guys, let's get into reading. I've wasted enough time at this point. Let's get into reading. Just my stuff. All right. One Piece, chapter 1073, Miss Buckingham Stussy. So stupid. Hey, there you go, Jelly. There you go. You found your way on YouTube. It's so stupid, for real. Nice to see you in the chat, BB. Love it, love it, love it. Who else is there in that chat? Say hello. I see you peeping. I see you peeping, my boy, my girl. Peep, peep. Peep, peep. All right, let's go. So, cover page. We have Vegapunk here. And I can't really tell what's going on. Some random people in the background. And they are shooting flowers? I'm so confused. Let's see what it says. German 66, Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 29. Awarded the Ibel Peace. Awarded the Ibel Peace Prize for developing the GP flower. A flower that blooms in gunpowder. Interesting. So Vegapunk's the real pacifist. They are shocked by that, I guess. Yeah, they're not fans of that. I can see by Queen's face. He looks super annoyed. Judge and Caesar kind of looks like shocked slash scared for some reason. I don't know why they're scared. What are y'all scared of? But yeah, they look scared in the background. But I think this is along the area where their splits start to begin and they start to have kind of beef with Vegapunk because he doesn't necessarily go along with the ideologies that they are necessarily going along with. But let's see. All right, guys, I've been ready to read this chapter. I was debating whether to wait and live stream this chapter with y'all or whether to just go ahead and read it because it just depends. But I've been waiting for this chapter for a minute, so let's get this. Let's get the shit. 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 Okay. Lucci's reaction to betrayal. So it was betrayal? Kaku. This is a bitter pill to swallow. What? Paper arts. Heartbreak after image. Is that like a part of her devil fruit? Or is that some like Roko Shiki type of shit? So when you don't understand, your first instinct is to go for the kill? Of course, that's what Lucci built on. That's why he's such a good agent. He's built to just analyze and act. My, you're so wild. Sea stone? Sea stone in her lipstick. Yo. Straight to the neck. Oh, and then she bit him. I'm wondering what's up with her, like the paper arts that she has. Are the wings not a devil fruit? Or are they just a part of like how she was cloned? Did they just add those to her? Or is that a devil fruit? And if that they are a devil fruit, I don't see how that goes with paper arts. That would have to just be straight. Paper arts would just have to be about the Rokoshiki, basically. Let's see. Move that back a little. All right. Cuckoo, you bitch. Yeah, where'd Hattori go? I know how strong you boys are. Fighting you fair and square would have been stupid. Cuckoo, forgive me. So Hattori not trying to fight. Hattori just chilling. Uh-oh, and Zoro chilling now. What? Just a moment. What is this? Why are the CP0 agents... Wait, why are the CP0 agents at each other's throats? Friendly fire, huh? This is Stussy. I put them both to sleep. That's fantastic news. Stussy came through. York, pull it together. Yawn. So that was who they called in. It didn't seem like that's who they were calling in, but that's obviously who they were calling in now. We know that for a fact. Huh? What's going on? Rob Lucci was beaten? No doubt he was taken by surprise. Her loyalty to me was kept secret even after she spent 20 years as one of their agents. You had a mole in the intelligence branch? It wasn't our intention, but that's how it turned out. Doctor, unfortunately, my authority level is the same as Lucci's, so I can't override his orders and stop the Seraphim. Okay, interesting. You've done plenty, Stussy. We're on our way. We need to stop those runts before they flatten the others. Right, and is it just me, or do those kids look familiar? Those kids definitely look familiar. I know, especially that one. Of course Zoro spots the Mihawk. Of course that's the first thing Zoro spots is the Mihawk. Even though his crewmates in fighting in here, and he obviously looks like a young Jinbei, he's talking about Mihawk. He's not talking about Jinbei. Phooey. They won't stop blowing holes in the lab, though I suppose we can use those extra exits to get out faster. And I'm out. Hey, Seraphim, listen. Seraphim Mihawk is cold. He looks so cold. Huh? Beep, beep. Oh, okay. So they're not listening. Okay. I wonder why. And Zoro's clashing with him. I wonder how Kid Hawk has the same sword as Mihawk. Is that just like a replica that Vegapunk made? Or what? Because that does look like Mihawk's Yoru. I can see the hilt. On closer inspection, you're not the same. So he's saying he's weaker. You actually have a spark of humanity. Oh, so Mihawk doesn't have any humanity. Yo, that's crazy. You actually have a spark of humanity still. What the hell are you? That was a shock. Leave it to me. Seraphim, quit it. Stop fighting immediately. Edison. Okay, these Seraphim are not listening. No, he can't be. You looking for this? That was close. Of course, Sanji got him. Edison! Huh. This is the first time we're seeing, like, what's her name? Evil, Lilith. This is the first time we're seeing Lilith really kind of show compassion and love for her other Vegapunks. I think even after, who was it? Not York. Atlas. Even after Atlas was punched out by Lucci, she still, I don't think I remember her really being all concerned like she was when Edison just almost died. So that's a little suspicious and a little interesting. Something that I just kind of want to keep an eye on going forward. The Seraphim finally listened. Can someone tell me what these things are? Shaka. I bound Lucci and Kaku with sea stone. Much obliged, Stussy. We're leaving the island. You should come with us. Understood. Hey, you cannot keep adding people. We're getting Stussy? Yo, we're getting Stussy? On the crew? No way. Half these people gonna die escaping. There's something gonna be with Kizaru. Half these people gonna have to stay behind. No way we're adding like 7 or 8 new people. No. Hey, Bonnie, where'd you go? Old man Punk, we can't leave without you. A truly unexpected development. Old man! Dr. Vegapunk's main stellar body has vanished. Wait, vanished? Vanished? Even from Bonnie vanished? Huh. That's interesting. And by vanished, so, the stellar body getting me more and more suspicious. I saw some people kind of bringing that up, and maybe the Stella is actually the traitor and is not as nice as he may seem. But him vanishing, especially after this whole Bonnie Kuma thing's going on, that's super suspicious to me. That's something I'm definitely keeping an eye on. And now we're going to Sphinx Island. Yeah, that's suspicious as fuck, Kaylee. That's definitely suspicious as fuck. Now we're going to Sphinx Island. Of course, we're going to Sphinx Island. We just brought up Buckingham Stussy, which is obviously, everybody pointed that out, saw that, which was obviously Bakken, the mother, so-called mother of Weevil. And people have been theorizing for a while now, especially since cloning and all like the science, sci-fi things have taken over One Piece. A lot of people have been talking about how Weevil is probably actually a failed clone experiment or something similar. Let's see. Whitebeard's hometown. Marco! And Marco noticed something when he was flying back to Sphinx Island when he left Shanks. It was so scary. Not for me, I wasn't scared. There were Marines all over the place. I'm real sorry, kids, yoy. I didn't mean to leave you in such a bad spot. It's not your fault, Marco. Those Marine meanies were the worst. They said they were here for Whitebeard's treasure. They were just like pirates. If you play nice, you won't get hurt, okay? Remember, this place isn't government affiliated. You have no legal rights here. Kiao! Whitebeard must have kept all of his treasure here. If you don't tell us, we'll consider it an act of defiance. Marines are such assholes sometimes in One Piece. It's like, there's those upstanding Marines, but a lot of the Marines are such assholes. I could shoot you all one by one. If you think that'll make you more talkative. Why? There's no treasure here. Stop pointing that gun at my little brother. You really won't treat us as a fellow human just because we can't pay the government? You monsters. Are you sure it's wise to act tough when Marco's not around? Ha, they knew Marco wasn't around. Oh, they skeezy, bro. They skeezy. He looked like he's skeezy like that. Little B. Just skeezy, sliding around. No Marco not there, so he trying to act tough against old ladies and children. Congrats, little B. Is that what you looking for, little B? All right. Granny, steady. Yo, this guy's annoying. Please stop this. She's just an old lady. Granny. Plop, plop, plop. Ooh, sheesh. Ooh. Oh, okay. I was like, no way, bro. I thought for a second Oda has sliced a man in half. Like a legit Marine. Like, Oda doesn't do that. Oda doesn't do that. Especially like nowadays when Oda doesn't really do that. So that would have been kind of crazy. Weevil, big ass, bad built ass. He built like Queen. Stay away from Pappy's home. Oh, so he does care about Whitebeard somehow. Even though Bakken's, of course, leading him astray, and that's the issue. He still cares about Whitebeard in some way. Captain Rattle. Rattle. Yeah, it's Edward Weevil. Warships were meant to hunt down the warlords. Now they're disbanded. We've lost all contact with the other squad. He got them all. What strength? He's a bona fide monster. Get back to the ship. We need to wait for backup. This is Sphinx. An ex-warlord just showed up. It's Weevil, requesting immediate assistance. If that big guy hadn't shown up, the village would be toast. What? Wait, what a hero. I'm glad you're all safe, Yoy. That wasn't the end of it, Marco. Who do you think they sent in after that call for backup? Who did they send in? Ooh. Oh, so Bakken's without Weevil now. So Weevil did get captured. They sent Green Bull. Yo. So Wait. So is Sphinx Island where Green Bull was coming from before he went to Wano? Or is Sphinx Island where he went to after Shanks scared him and he left Wano? It seems like he would have made it really quick. I mean, he does have the flower and he can just fly. But him and Marco kind of left somewhat around the same time. It looked like Marco left a little bit later, but they left somewhat around the same time. So they should have got there somewhat around the same time. So I'm guessing Ryokugu had his bout with had his bout with Sabo. They settled all that scuffing. He went to go get Weevil. He captured Weevil. He wanted some more fame. He heard about Luffy. They were nearby, obviously. Sphinx is nearby to Wano. So he goes from Sphinx to Wano to check out Luffy and the crew, try to gain notoriety and all that. Okay. None other than Admiral Ryokugu, and he wasn't pulling any punches. So this is how Oda kind of beefs Green Bull back up after bringing him down a level with the little Shanks beef and Shanks making him shit his pants just from his telephone hockey call. So that's a little bigging up, and he need that little big up though. Former member of the Rocks Pirates, self-proclaimed scientist. So wait, was she actually not a scientist? She was a freeloader. Yo, okay, I'm about to check this out. I'm guessing she was just fine because Stussy's fine. So I'm guessing she was just fine enough back in the day to where they just let her chill around because she looked good. She a self-proclaimed scientist. And she was a Rocks. I wonder what role she filled on the Rocks Pirates. They've taken my sweet Weevil away. Give me my beloved son back. And while you're at it, fork over Newgate's inheritance too. Miss Buckin. It's Miss Buckin, not Miss Bakken. So her name's really Buckingham Stussy. I guess Japanese is more, that would be more right. And Buckingham Stussy is the official for, obviously, English. Buckingham's very, English. Okay. Weevil. Mama. Mama. I can imagine Weevil. Mama. Isn't this tragic? Don't you think our boy has a noble... Our boy? Huh? Well, I appreciate you guys protecting this place at least, Yoy. Marco! I can hear it in your tone. You still doubt he's Whitebeard's. Well, I know someone who can prove it. Dr. Vegapunk. Yeah, because he's Whitebeard's because he's cloned from Whitebeard. Yeah, obviously. He got them Whitebeard and Queen genes in him. Queen genes. A goat? What you mean a goat? Oh. Are you talking about my Weevil cry? Did that sound like a goat to you? The mama. Oh, I forgot. You remember I used to do that goat cry? I can't remember how I used to do it. So have you ever met Dr. Vegapunk? Wait, no, I skipped some shit. Kizaru-san, we prepared snacks and tea for our guest. I'm sure you remember to test for poison, right? Of course, sir. I'll take it to him. Back to your post. Yes, sir. So, have you ever met Dr. Vegapunk before? Oh. Once, a long time ago. I think what's happening now is truly such a shame. One of the big wigs finally makes a move. The highest authority in the world, one of the five elders, Saint J. Garcia Saturn. Yo! Is this the first name drop of the Gorosei we've ever gotten? Yo. Hold up. Yo. Is this for real the first name drop of a Gorosei we've ever gotten in this series? Saint J. Garcia. That sounds like a familiar name, like a quarterback or something. Like Jay Garcia. Somebody's name is, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people named Jay Garcia in this world. And I like how he sticks with the celestial dragon. Like they're definitely from space, or the original people of the One Piece world, the original gods of the One Piece world were originally from space. They came down from the moon or somewhere in space. I'm 100% positive about that. These guys are either descendants from them. I don't think so. These guys the ancient kingdom might have been the original inhabitants of the earth, and these guys came down from space and kind of took over. Or it was the opposite. The ancient kingdom came down from space and they took over at one point, and then these guys were jealous and then they kind of took their roles on for themselves somehow. Man, I wonder how this guy knows Vegapunk though. He said he met him a long time ago. He's a white guy with some dreads and a do-rag. Wild. Wild. Yo, he's coming with Kizaru. I wonder if he can fight. I've always wondered if the Gorosei can fight. That's definitely something I want to know. I didn't expect her to be a fake scientist. I mean, there's a reason that Oda wasn't like showing her. We thought maybe that could have been Sanji's mom or something. But there's a reason he wasn't showing. Also, he didn't want us to see that she looked like Stussy, obviously. But there is more to it. The reason he wasn't showing her in the cover story and such. I wonder what made her a freeloader. Why was she chilling with them? So this is kind of crazy how Egghead right now is kind of all culminating together. You basically have to where it's Stussy, or yeah, the real original Stussy, Miss Buckingham. You have her. I didn't expect her to team up with Weave or with Marco. That's what it seems like is happening right now. Seems like Marco left the Straw Hats to go to Sphinx Island, I guess, to find out about all of this, but he's directly seeming like he's about to link right back with the Straw Hats on Egghead or post Egghead, maybe on what's that place called? Elbath. Because they're looking for Vega. She's looking for Vegapunk, and that's basically her alibi or her reasoning. The person who knows that that's really Whitebeard's son in some way or another. And then we have the old Gorosei and Kizaru also there for Vegapunk, and they know him some way, somehow. Everybody seems to be centering around Vegapunk and knowing him, and I feel like Oda's he seems like he's building something monumental with this Vegapunk, especially the way in the middle of the chapter where he said there's this whole line about Vegapunk disappearing before it transitioned to Sphinx Island. A truly unexpected development. When he started out with that, a truly unexpected development, I knew he was going somewhere with it. Where he's going with it, don't know. Because, I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be this easy, but where could Vegapunk have disappeared? Unless he's a traitor himself, a traitor of himself, basically, then he's trying to get saved. He asked them to save him, so why would he just disappear and vanish? Somebody either took him or he's some type of traitor, which I wouldn't get that. I just wouldn't get that. Hmm. Oda once again showcasing that the Marines are dickheads, though. Good chapter. Chapter, guys. What did y'all think about the One Piece chapter? Whoever is left watching. If y'all want to give y'all's thoughts, what did y'all think about One Piece chapter 1073? So Garcia is based off. In addition to referencing the planet slash god, Saturn's name might refer to two unrelated musicians. Jerry Garcia, Jay Garcia. His name is very similar and it bears visual resemblance to the characters. And there's also Russell Garcia, who wrote a song called The Lost Souls of Saturn. Rattle is named after the honey badger. Nice. Grayish. Nice little coloring. The shadowing. Shadowing in the poppy color. Let's see. But yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, what's y'all's favorite part of the chapter? What any predictions going forward about where we're going from here? What any theories? Any crazy theories, y'all? Because I mean, I'm sure the theory world's going crazy right now. What up, Nikki? Yeah, you missed it, bro. You missed the read through. You missed me doing the work for you. But yeah, we just chilling now. Greetings, bro. What up, Jamtastic? How'd you enjoy the One Piece chapter? Give me your favorite parts, predictions you have for the future, anything you have to say about the One Piece chapter. Just give me one thing you have to say about this One Piece chapter. Maybe a rating, anything. If you're here for the One Piece chapter, that is. If you're not here for the One Piece chapter, then just say, I'm not here for the One Piece chapter. Nick, I haven't eaten my tacos, Brody. Kaylee ate all my tacos, bro. I didn't get none. Kind of sad about it. I'm available for tacos now, though, if you want to bring them tacos here. Zoro clashing with Kid Hawk. I wish him clashing with Kid Hawk was actually a little bit long. Of course, Oda's not going to give them a full-on little clash battle, but they literally only cross swords. But again, that makes sense because Oda's not going to give us like the sneak peek of Zoro versus Mihawk. That's just not going to happen. And it's funny because they clashed and Kid Hawk was sweating and Zoro's like, oh, you're not the same as him, like while he's smirking. But then it looks like Zoro gets sent back flying. So that's a little interesting. Nah, no lie, bro. No lie, no tacos for me. Jelly messaged me. YouTube keeps crashing. Jelly. But nah, bro. I didn't get no taco. Come, let's get a taco, Brody. I'm good, Sherlok. About the chapter, it's good. It's pretty good. You prefer this chapter or last chapter? Last chapter was kind of wild with the ending, but this chapter with the Gorosei at the ending, I wasn't expecting that at all. That one kind of threw me off. And especially, I mean, I could see a Gorosei knowing Vegapunk because he was their greatest asset. I'm wondering if the Gorosei saying it was a shame that Vegapunk betrayed them, basically. I wonder if he's saying that because of simply the loss of, like, literally the world's greatest scientist, or if he's saying that because he's possibly losing, like, somewhat of a friend or someone he kind of admired coming up. I thought the person Vegapunk called was Scopper Gabon because he hasn't been introduced yet. Honestly, that would have been super, super, super cool, to be honest. If I'm still waiting on Scopper Gabon. The only place Scopper Gabon could be now is Elbath. If Scopper Gabon doesn't show up for Elbath, he's never showing up in the story. And I think, honestly, that's somewhat of a missed opportunity, especially since you have Crocus, Rayleigh, who else? We didn't really meet Odin, but the people who knew Odin, I feel like we met a couple other Roger pirates in the world, but you don't get his basically Sanji's equivalent. That's like basically having a One Piece part 2 and we meeting like some of the Straw Hats and we meet Zoro, but they never really show Sanji. It's like he just disappears from the face of the earth, which would be super disappointing. Let's see. Last chapter was better for sure, though. Yeah, last chapter was. That ending was crazy. The cloning stuff. Yeah, that blew my mind. Yo, Grit. I knew it. Oda always has to do that, though. He is an admiral, so he had to let his boy Shanks flex a little bit, of course. And that's like putting Shanks on a completely different level because I know it wasn't just Shanks he ran away from. He felt his crew too. And obviously he wasn't prepared for that. But I doubt they would have jumped him. I'm sure Shanks has enough confidence in himself that Shanks would have just been like, okay. Like, I mean, the man just sent some hockey flicks. Like, he just flicks hockey telepathically for miles. Sent a hockey call. And this man literally shit bricks. So his stock is up. Because Weevil, like they've been saying, the dude is like, he has Whitebeard strength. He definitely has Whitebeard strength. But, yeah, Oda had to do that counterbalance. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming somehow. He wasn't just going to let Ryokugu sit there and look like an absolute chunk, basically. So, we knew that part was coming. I'm glad Ryokugu got some type of redemption, though, even though he's a prejudiced a-hole. No cap. No cap. Yeah. Let's see. Do you think Stussy's actually going to come with the crew? Do you think all of the Vegapunks and Stussy are going to make it with the crew? Or what? And also, what is the reasoning? Yeah, go ahead for some theories. What are the reasoning do you think the Vegapunks or the Seraphim weren't listening to the Vegapunks? Because they glossed over that actually a little bit. It was brought up, but then they kind of like went over it and started focusing on some other stuff that was happening. But that's a big thing. Like, the Seraphim weren't listening to the Vegapunks, and besides the Gorosei, they're the highest authority. And it may be because the Gorosei were somewhere nearby, and I guess they were close enough to where they didn't follow the Gorosei's command. That's the only thing I could think of, but yeah, that's a little suspicious. I wonder if it has to do with a traitor or something. So Kizaru gonna destroy half of them, though, because yeah. So you think, So you think they're gonna get like killed, like the Vegapunks? Think Kizaru gonna take out half of them? That would make sense if they do, because I just don't see all of the Vegapunks coming with these Straw Hats aboard the Sunny. It just doesn't make sense for me. But I just don't see the point of introducing all of the Vegapunks just to really not flesh them out whatsoever. The only ones that have somewhat gotten fleshed out is Shaka, Lilith, and Shaka hasn't really even gotten fleshed out too much. Shaka, Lilith, and that's about it. The rest of them are pretty much just super stereotypical prototypes of whatever they are, like whatever they're supposed to be. See, something tragic will definitely happen. Yeah, yeah, they're not escaping without some tragic stuff happening. I'm I'm interested to see because I think a lot of this tragic story of this arc is gonna stem from Kuma and Bonnie. Oda's been carefully laying those pieces for a while now. He set it up with the memory and the bubbles and the transferring pain and nerve signals and all of that with Kuma's giant pain bubble. So I think the real tragedy of this arc, the real sad part that's really gonna hit us is we're gonna get some flashback with Kuma. It's gonna deal with Bonnie and all of that, and it's gonna really hit home. Cause this is something that Oda's been working on for a long time. So I'm sure he's perfected Kuma's story, the story of the Sorbet Kingdom. I think he's carefully crafted that for a long time now. So I think that's really gonna hit when it actually does hit. Interesting how the Gorosei has the name of a planet, Jupiter. Exactly. Exactly. Wait, is it Jupiter? Or was it Saturn? Let me see. Saturn. Saint J. Garcia Saturn. But I'm guessing the other Gorosei are going to be based off of planet names, or I'm guessing they will. There's five elders. So I don't know which planets they're going to use. Earth's most likely not going to be one. Maybe they'll use the like gas giants kind of planets like Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus. Pluto's not involved in that anymore. So I don't know. Maybe there's a Mars or something like that, a Venus. But there's no women in the Gorosei, so I don't know. But this is monumental. Like I hate to say last chapter was better for me, even though it was definitely better for me. Um, but that's hard to say that when you have a Gorosei entering the chat, making a move for the first time in the series. The only thing we've seen from Gorosei until now is them in a room conversating with each other for maybe a couple like panels, pages or so. Like we have a Gorosei that's down on the blue, like on the blue planet. Not in Marijois. They're on the blue waters right now, which is crazy in itself. I didn't even think the Gorosei came down to the blue waters. So this is monumental. This is huge. This is the first time in the series that a Gorosei actually makes a move. Wondering why it's this Gorosei in particular. Are we going to get fleshed out with this Gorosei any amount? Or is it simply going to be kind of like how Oda does a story a lot of the times now, just because there's so many characters and moving parts, we get a little bit and then we kind of gloss over it. Just enough to where we know him and what's going on, but then we gloss over it. Wait, they could be aliens. Yep, I said that earlier. I said either the Gorosei and the Celestial Dragons are the aliens and they come from outer space and they came and took over and fought the ancient kingdom. Maybe they basically infiltrated the other kingdoms and got together with them and kind of talked them into overthrowing the ancient kingdom so they could take over and rule the planet Earth. That's an option. It could be that the ancient kingdom actually were the aliens and they were the ones that came from the moon and outer space. And these people that were already on Earth were jealous of their advanced technology and everything they had going on. So they got together, took over, basically took the ancient kingdom out, won the battle, and then they adopted their titles and names just like they adopted living on top of the red line like the Lunarians, basically. That one would make more sense than the Celestial Dragons actually being the ones to come down from space. even though the Ancient Kingdom and the D family do kind of remind me, like, it seems like they might be like a family that our clan that were like the original like natives on the blue planet. Like that would kind of be cool and make sense too. But I kind of feel like the idea of the ancient kingdom and their tech and everything coming down to the blue planet from space, giving their technology and everything, like basically taking over the world in a way, becoming the main leaders of the world because of their tech, and then these people not liking that, getting jealous, taking them out some way or another, probably betrayal and all sorts of other dirty things. And now they take their names and become the gods from coming down from heaven. And yeah, you get it. You get it. So, yeah, I'm right there with you on that one. Yep. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like, and that's the whole thing of inherited will and inherited destiny. I can see kind of thing. You're basically inheriting like the family, I guess, generational animosity, for that certain clan or whatever in a way. But yeah. Any other theories? That was fun. I like talking about that. Any clone theories? Because I've seen a lot of people getting mad and just going crazy with clone theories ever since Stussy was revealed to be a clone. That's another thing I want to say too. I did not expect Stussy to be the person that Vegapunk was contacting the couple chapters ago, because it just didn't seem like it. And if that's the case, I'm guessing they planned to let them in the dome, and because who shut down the dome? Was it the real Vegapunk? And why did they act so surprised when it did it? If they actually wanted Stussy to be in there. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Jams. Go ahead, Jams, my guy. Let me focus that up. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot though in this chapter. I feel like none of it like necessarily just it's super hammered home, but there's a lot of important stuff that they talk about and get into. Like, I'm gonna just scroll through here, see all the things that happened during this chapter. Stussy takes out Lucci. It's revealed that she knows paper arts, which like I said, I don't know if that's a Rokushiki move or if that has something to do with like a devil fruit ability or something that happened when she was getting cloned. Yep, you're good, bro. So when you don't understand, so yeah, Stussy takes out Lucci, which that the it hasn't been explained. A lot of people think she's a succubus, which I mean, the devil wings and stuff would make sense if she was a succubus. Some people were saying she's a vampire at first, but there apparently is a vampire devil fruit, maybe in a movie or something. Looks like advanced paper art. Have we seen paper art be used in the series before? Is that like a thing and I'm just not remembering it? Is that something that happened like back on Water 7 or something? I don't remember that being a thing. I'm wondering why he hasn't revealed her devil fruit. I don't know if that's her devil fruit. That's the thing, because if the paper thing is a devil fruit, then I don't know. Maybe this was just imbued in her DNA. Maybe this was their first successful clone. So we think this is their first success. Did it say that? Hold up. Let me see at the end of last chapter. Did it say that? Or is that still a part of the beginning where they were like talking about like it could possibly be Bonnie that's a clone? The way they alluded to it. Let me see what that says. Yeah, it's Matt's first successful clone. Okay, okay. Paper art was used, but not the way Stussy used it. Who used paper art? And what's funny? Who used paper art though? So it's just like a fighting technique. So her power still is she most likely still has the succubus devil fruit. I wonder if she got that before she joined the military or the navy and stuff, the world government, or I wonder if they fed her that after she got into it, as like how they did Lucci, Kaku, Khalifa, all of that. There's so many. We're trying to wrap up One Piece, and Oda just keeps throwing like bombs and bombs of questions on us. Okay, okay. I need to go back and haven't watched Water 7 in a while. It's in Eni's lobby. Okay. Nice. Okay, so it's a technique she used. So she still most likely has the succubus devil fruit, and she also knows a bunch of Roku Shiki techniques. I mean, I'd be okay with her joining the Straw Hats. Forget Vegapunk. Get Stussy. We need another lady. I mean, Oda's avoided giving us both Carrot and Yamato. Two perfect ladies to join the crew. Even out the numbers a bit. Keep us from being such guy dominated. But nope, he didn't want to do that. I wonder what sucking their blood or energy or whatever she does for her. Is that what keeps her looking so young? Or does she get energy from it? Like an energy boost, power boost? Does she literally just suck blood? Does she suck like vitality? I wonder how that exactly works. Like what biting them actually does besides weakening them. No way they're getting the Seraphim though. Seraphim are definitely going to be future adversaries of the Straw Hats. Going to be ultimate future adversaries because the next time we see the Seraphim, they're going to be a lot older looking, a lot more powerful. They'll probably been developed into themselves a little bit. They're already not listening to Vegapunk or Lilith and Edison, so I'm pretty positive. I've been thinking this for a while. They'll grow and kind of develop and be set free more in their own mind somehow. Just through their life experiences, they'll kind of start thinking for themselves and they're not going to end up listening in the end. Like I think they're like Stussy, like they're actually living, breathing people. Um, Blackbeard blocked a mountain attack from S-Hawk. The attack slashed a mountain behind him. Zoro blocked a weaker attack from S-Hawk, but it still knocked him back, sent him flying. Yeah. Yeah. Zoro made S-Hawk sweat a little bit, but I thought it was very, very telling. I noticed that too, that Zoro got sent back. Which, I mean, Zoro was in the air and Mihawk was on the ground. I see it when they're clashing. So Zoro's kind of like coming from above a little bit and like swinging, and Mihawk's kind of like catching him. And Mihawk wins the strength battle right there and just kind of sends him flying. I'm sure that means nothing because Zoro was literally like smirking. It's funny that he says you actually have a spark of humanity still, and saying that Mihawk doesn't have humanity anymore. I wonder if that's literally literal or if That's figurative in some way. That's funny though. They saying the clone, the replication of Mihawk actually has more humanity than the actual Mihawk. I really want to know though why the Seraphim would not listen to either Edison nor would they listen to Lilith. And Vegapunks are above everybody but the Gorosei. Another thing I forgot about this chapter that Sanji and Zoro linked back up, so I really like that part. So they're still there. So I think we're gonna get a Sanji Zoro team up against the let's see. Hmm. Let me see. So they did finally listen, but I wonder why they weren't listening. Is that just showing how they're gonna evolve to not listening? Maybe. Think Stussy clown Lucci? Nah, I don't necessarily. A little bit, a little bit. But I also Stussy's also a CP0 agent, same as Lucci. She's been around for a while too. She also has Devil Fruit powers and Rokoshiki powers. And she also caught Lucci off guard and has Sea Stone. Lucci wasn't expecting to get betrayed right there. So his mind, even though Lucci is Lucci and he immediately kind of snapped back and went into action and was like, okay, no, like we're about to deal with you. Like I don't even care. I don't need any more answers or anything. We're about to deal with you right now. But of course, his mental was probably not all there. And yeah, I mean, she got him. She's good too. She got him with the Sea Stone, and from there, it was basically wrapped up because his durability from his Zoan powers and all of that is gone now. And she took Kaku out so fast, so her ability is just kind of like broken. If she gets her teeth on you, you're knocked out. That's basically what it seems like. So I wouldn't say she clowned Lucci. Everybody about to be on like 10 basically about her clowning Lucci though. They were already talking about how Luffy clowned Lucci, which he beat him pretty easily, but Lucci wasn't necessarily like super hurt or anything either. He talked about losing consciousness, but I mean that's Gear 5 Lucci. I mean that's Gear 5 Luffy. Like he literally sent Kaido down to hell. Like literally. So come on now. I don't think it's a clown. But I like Lucci. I just didn't like how people were clowning him after like fighting Luffy too. I thought like he beat him. Like Luffy definitely beat him, but it wasn't like to be okay from a few solid Gear 5 hits to be overall okay, ready to go back and fight again. And I mean, he was the one who picked the fight, so. But yeah. Anything else, Jams? How we get a Sanji Zoro team up? I like that panel where they're back together. Yeah, Luffy, and people just got to understand that. Luffy's just on a different level of power right now. That's just all it is to it. He's a Yonko. He's an Emperor of the Sea. Oda's not going to make him struggle against Lucci, somebody he beat 2 years ago. He's not. Like, I don't care if Lucci's done a bunch of training or whatever. Like, Oda gave Lucci that beef. Oda gave him a lot of beef up, to be honest, and people should be happy with that. Because, I mean, an awakening for Lucci and Kaku? I think he did enough for them. This current Lucci, yeah, this current Lucci probably only contending with maybe post time skip Luffy. Luffy was strong post, not time skip, post whole cake. Luffy was strong post whole cake. He had a future sight, but also me saying that, that Lucci could contend with post Whole Cake. Lucci is saying that Lucci can contend with Cat and possibly beat Cat. And I don't think he's beating Cat. I'm a slight Cat fanboy, but he's not beating Cat. Come on now. Cat's a little OP. So yeah, I guess I still think he'd give like post Whole Cake Island, pre Wano Luffy a good fight. Just because he's awakened. He has that durability. And Luffy just doesn't have quite as much explosive power as he does in like Gear 5 is just literally on another level. There's honestly like no stopping its attack power. Kaido, one of the like beefiest defensive besides Big Mom, who may be the most defensive person in the series. Kaido is ridiculous defensive buffs. And Luffy was just hitting through his defenses like they weren't there. So Luffy's just on another level. Luffy's just on another level. Yeah, Sanji and Zoro back together is amazing to see, though. I love panels with Sanji and Zoro too, and they're not fighting immediately right here, so love that too. I miss the days when they didn't like fight literally 24/7. I like the Sanji Zoro fight gags. I mean, we all do. They're funny, but I also miss the days like pre-time skip back in the day when they had like the little words for each other and stuff, but they got along, and Zoro called Sanji Sanji, and Sanji called Zoro Cook instead of called him Zoro instead of Mosshead or Cook or Curly, whatever. You notice the Whisker guy that came to Whitebeard's village? I think he's related to the other. Yep. Oh, what's that from Arlong Park? There's another Whisker guy from Innie's Lobby. Isn't the guy who Frankie fought like a cat whisker type of guy too, and they kind of look a little similar too? I'm pretty sure. But I think that one was like, he was a rat, actually. Pretty sure the dude Frankie fought was a rat. But I remember that Whisker guy from Arlong Park too. So that would be a nice little callback. He ugly regardless. He an ugly asshole regardless. No. Not Spandam. There's a legit, like, let me see. Let me look him up. Let's see. Come on, just give me a straight answer. I don't want to have to look for it. It was on the C train, though. Is that his name? Chapapa? It wasn't. It was before they got. Isn't Chapapa the big guy with the. It was before they got to Innie's Lobby, actually. It was on the way there on the train. Nero. He's a sea weasel. He's a weasel, actually. He had whiskers, though. Yeah, because he was one of the first ones that were in CP9, I'm pretty sure. I guess he was a new recruit or something. Here. They don't have a really big picture at all. Yeah, that's, you're not gonna, well, you can kind of see it. Yeah, that guy. He has whiskers, though. Yo. There we go. So yeah, maybe they're cousins, brothers, something. Focus. Yeah, think. I don't know if there's anything else on the chapter. Think that's about it. You got anything else you want to say, Jazz? Yeah, that was funny too. Yeah, the Gorosei don't trust the Marine. What is going on? Why do I keep losing my? But yeah, that's funny. The Gorosei don't just. But let me read that again. Is it that they don't trust the Marines? Because it sounds like Kizaru's the one talking to this, I guess, the lower Marine on the totem pole, and he's asking them if they checked for poison before giving it because this is the Gorosei and they're on the blue water, so. Of course, if you're a regular person or somebody that has beef against the Gorosei, you might would just like a president or something, you might would try to poison them. So they have to try to, I guess, test and anything they give them, especially down here on the Blue Sea, anything they give them or anything has to definitely be tested because they're way too important and something like that, killing them would be crazy. See anything in the comments that anybody said? Do we have a break? No, we didn't. I don't think we got an update of a break. Okay, so we got One Piece next week. Yeah, I think that's everything, man. It's been a fun stream. It's been fun talking to you. Always enjoy One Piece. Was debating on whether going live and reading this One Piece chapter this week. But yeah, enjoyed talking to you. If you like One Piece, well, I really just live stream the chapters at this point. Sometimes live stream, sometimes I just put it out as a video of me like reading, but lately I've been live streaming because I like that interaction of live streaming with y'all and just kind of going back and forth on what we think about the chapter, things I might have missed, things y'all might have missed, and all see like that. I missed that Lilith booty. But yeah, if you're interested, I have a YouTube channel. That's where I'm mostly post content, mostly stream, post videos, live reactions and stuff to anime and stuff. If you want to go follow me over there, Sherlok D Homeboy on YouTube, Sherlock No C. So yeah, I'll be back next week most likely. So I hope you show up and we can talk again, man. Like I said, it was fun. Thanks for coming in and engaging, giving me your thoughts on everything. That's like I said, that's my favorite part about streaming and everything, just getting everybody's live thoughts and getting to bounce ideas off of each other. So yeah, I'll have to get the time for the streaming and everything down for One Piece. When I should do it Thursdays or even Wednesdays. I've seen people doing it Fridays. Normally always a good day for me, but we'll see. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my One Piece content since my channel's evolving into other things too. I just trying to see how I'm gonna handle my One Piece content. But yeah, it was really fun talking to you, man. Like I said, if you're interested, go over there. Sub to me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, Sherlok D Homeboy, everywhere basically. Sherlok D or space D dot Homeboy. So yeah, but I think that's it for me, man. I think I'm gonna head out, find me some grub, continue me making some videos, and call it a day from there. But yeah, I'll catch you on the flip, man. Peace, jams.